So today I'll be reading in the Wycliffe Bible, which is, there's actually two of them. There's the original one that was written back in the 14th century with Middle English language. I can't really read it. I'm actually going to read John 1 through 5 in the original text, so you kind of see how it's different. And then I'm going to go into the modern spelling version of the Wycliffe Bible, and then read John 13 through 17. So the Wycliffe Bible is actually the first English translation when the Bible being translated into English. So John Wycliffe was kind of very crucial in the whole bringing the Bible into the English language. So I'm just going to read 5 verses from the first chapter so you can kind of get an idea of how it looks. I'm probably not reading this correctly, but here you go. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was at God, and God was the Word. This was in the beginning at God. All things were made by Him, and without Him was made no thing. That thing that was made. In Him was life, and the life was the light of men, and the light shineth in darkness, and darkness comprehended it not. Okay, so now we're going to go into the modern English spelling and read as far as the Bible crossover goes from John 13 through 17. So this is kind of hard to do because it's a big, heavy book. Snap. Okay, there we go. Chapter 13. But before the feast day of Passover, Jesus, willing or knowing that his hour is come, that he passed from this world to the Father, when he had loved his that were in the world, into the end he loved them. And when the supper was made, when the devil had put them into the heart that Judas of Simon Iscariot should betray him, he willingly, or knowing, that the Father gave all things to him into his hands, that he went out from God, and now goeth back to God, he raiseth from the supper, and doeth off his clothes. And when he had taken a linen cloth, he girded himself, and afterwards he put water into a basin, and began to wash the disciples' feet, and to wipe them with the linen cloth that was with which he was girded. And so he came to Simon Peter, and Peter said to him, Lord, washest thou my feet? Jesus answered and said to him, What I do thou knowest not now, but thou shalt know afterwards. Peter said to him, Thou shalt never wash my feet. Jesus answered to him, If I shall not wash thee, thou shalt not have any part with me. Simon Peter said to him, Lord, not only my feet, but both my hands and the head. Jesus said to him, He that is washed has no need but that he wash the feet. But he is all clean, and ye be clean, but not all. For he knew who it was that should or would betray him. Therefore he said, Ye be not all clean. And so after that he had washed their feet, he took his clothes, and when he was set to the meat again he said to them, You know what I have done to or for you? Or know ye what I have done to or for you? You call me master or teacher and Lord, and you say, Well, for I am. Therefore, if I, Lord and Master, have washed your feet, ye shall wash one another's feet. Or ye owe or ought to wash another the other's feet. For I have given to you an example, that as I have done to you, so do ye. Truly, truly, I say to you, that the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither an apostle is greater than he that sent him. If you know these things, you shall be blessed if ye do them. You shall be blessed if ye do them. I say not of or about all of you, for I know which I have chosen, but that the scripture be fulfilled. He that eateth my bread shall raise his heel against me. Truly I say to you, before it be done, so that when it is done, ye believe that I am, or who I am. Truly, truly, I say to you, he that taketh or receiveth whomever I shall send, receiveth me, and he that receiveth me, receiveth him that sent me. When Jesus had said these things, he was troubled in spirit, and witnessed or testified, and said, Truly, truly, I say to you, that one of you shall betray me. Therefore the disciples looked together, doubting of whom he said. And so one of his disciples was resting in the bosom of Jesus, or sitting beside Jesus, whom Jesus loved. Therefore Simon Peter beckoned to him who it is of whom he said. And so when he had rested again on the breast of Jesus, or beside Jesus, again he said it to him, Lord, who is it? Jesus answered, He it is to whom I shall breach a sup of bread. And when he had wet bread, or dipped in some bread, he gave it to Judas of Simon Iscariot. And after the morsel, then Satan entered into him. And Jesus said to him, That thing that thou doest, doest thou swiftly. And none of them that sat at the meat, or who sat at the meal, knew whereto for what thing he said to him. For some guessed, for Judas had the purses, that Jesus had said to him, Buy thou those things that be needful to us to the feast day, or that he should give something to the needy men. Therefore, when he had taken the morsel, he went out anon, or at once, and it was night. Therefore, when he was gone out, Jesus said, Now man's Son is clarified, or glorified, and God is clarified in him. If God is clarified or glorified in him, and God shall clearly clarify him in himself, and at once he shall be clarified him. Little sons, yet a little I am with you. You shall seek me, and as I have said to the Jews, whither I go, you may not or cannot come. And to you I say it now. I give to you a new commandment, that you love together, as I have loved you, that you love together. In these things all men shall know that ye be my disciples, if ye have love together, or if you love one another. Simon Peter said to him, Lord, whither goest thou? Jesus answered, Whither I go, thou mayest not pursue or follow me now, but thou shalt pursue or follow me afterwards. Jesus said to him, Why may I not pursue or follow thee now? I shall put forth or lay down my life for thee. Jesus answered, Thou shalt put forth or lay down thy life for me? Truly, truly, I say to thee, the cock shall not crow till thou shalt deny me thrice. And he said it to his disciples. Chapter 14. Be not your heart afraid, or disturbed, or troubled, nor dreaded. Ye believe in God, and believe ye in me. In the house of my Father be many dwellings. If anything less I have said to you, for I go to make ready to you a place, or to prepare a place for you. And if I go and make ready to or for you a place, again I shall come, and I shall take you unto myself, so that where I am ye be, and whither I go ye know, and ye know the way. Thomas said to him, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and so how many or can we know the way? Jesus said to him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father but by me. If ye had known me soothly, ye had known also my Father, and afterwards you shall know him, and ye have seen him. Philip said to him, Lord, show to us the Father, and it sufficeth to us. Jesus said to him, So long a time I am with you, and have you not known me, Philip? He that seeth me seeth also the Father. How sayest thou, show to us the Father? Believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father is in me? The words that I speak to you, I speak not of myself, but the Father himself that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works. Believe ye not that I am in the Father, and the Father is in me? Else believe ye for those works. Truly, truly, I say to you, if a man believeth in me, also he shall do the works that I do, and he shall do greater works than these, for I go to the Father. And whatsoever thing you ask the Father in my name, I shall do these things, so that the Father be glorified in the Son. If you ask anything in my name, I shall do it. If ye love me, keep ye or obey my commandments. And I shall pray the Father, and he shall give to you another Comforter, the Spirit of truth, to dwell with you without end, which Spirit the world may not take or cannot receive, for it seeth him not, neither knoweth him. But ye shall know him, for he shall dwell with you, and he shall be in you. I shall not leave you fatherless, I shall come to you. Yet a little while, and the world seeth not now me, or not me now, or ye shall see me, for I live, and ye shall live. In that day you shall know that I am in my Father, and he in me, and I in you. He that haveth my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me, and he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father. And I shall love him, and I shall show to him myself. Judas said to him, not he of Iscariot, Lord, what is done, or why is it that thou shalt show thyself to us, but not to the world? Jesus answered and said to him, if any man loveth me, he shall keep or obey my words, and my Father shall love him, and we shall come to him, and we shall dwell with him. He that loveth me not, keepeth or obey not my words, and the word which ye have heard, it not mine, but the Father's that sent me. These dwellings I have spoken to you, dwellings among you. These things I have spoken to you, dwelling among you. But that Holy Ghost, the Comforter, whom the Father shall send in my name, he shall teach you all things, and shall show or remember to you all things, whatsoever thing I shall say to you. Peace I leave to you, my peace I give to you, not as the world giveth, I give to you. Be not your heart afraid or troubled, nor dreaded. You have heard that I have said to you, I go, and then I shall come back to you. If ye loved me, for who you should have joy, for I go to the Father, for the Father is greater than I. And now I have said to you before that is to be done, so that when it is done, ye believe it. Now I shall not speak many things with you, but the prince of this world cometh, and hath not in me anything, for anything in me, or power over me. But so that the world knows that I love the Father, and as the Father gave a commandment to me, so I do it. Rise ye up, go we hence. Now, chapter 15. I am a very or a true vine, and my Father is the earth tiller or the farmer. Each branch in me that beareth not fruit, he shall take away, or do it away. And each that beareth fruit, he shall purge it, so that it bears more fruit. Now ye be made clean, for or by the word that I have spoken to you. Dwell ye in me, and I in you, as or for a branch may not make fruit of or by itself, but it dwells in the vine, so neither ye, but ye dwell in me. I am the vine, ye be the branches. Who that dwelleth or remaineth in me, and I in him, this beareth much fruit. For without me you may nothing do. If any man dwelleth not in me, he shall be cast out as a branch, and shall wax dry, and he shall gather him up, and he shall cast him into the fire, and he shall be burned up. If you dwell in me, and my words dwell in you, whatever thing you will, you shall ask, and it shall be done to you. In these things my Father is glorified, that ye bring forth much fruit, and that ye be made my disciples. As my Father loved me, I have loved you. Dwell ye in my love. If you keep or obey my commandments, you shall dwell in my love, as I have kept the commandments of my Father, and dwell in his love. These things I spake to you, so that my joy be in you, and your joy be fulfilled, or be filled full. This is my commandment, that you love together, or love one another, as I have loved you. No man has more love than this, that a man put down his life for his friends. Ye be my friends, if you do those things that I command to you. Now I shall not call you servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord shall do, but I have called you friends, for all the things whatsoever I heard of my Father I have made known to you. Ye have not chosen me, but I chose you, and I have put you so that ye go and bring forth fruit, and your fruit dwell, so that whatever thing you ask the Father in my name, he give it to you. These things I command to you, that ye love together for one another. If the world hates you, know ye that it had me in hate rather than you. If ye had been of the world should love that thing that was his, or was his own. But for ye be not of the world, but I chose you from the world. Henceforth the world hates you. Have ye mind of my words, which I said to you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have pursued or persecuted me, they shall pursue you also. If ye have kept my words, they shall keep yours also. For they shall do to you all these things for my name, for they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and had not spoken to them, they should not have sinned. But now they have none accusation or non-excusing of their sins. He that hateth me hateth also my Father. If I had not done the works in or among them, which none or no other man did, they should have not have sinned. But now both they have seen and have hated me and my Father. But that the word be fulfilled that is written in their law, for they had me in hate without cause or reason. But when the Comforter shall come, when I shall send to you from the Father the Spirit of truth, which cometh forth or proceedeth of the Father, he shall bear witnessing of me, and ye shall bear witnessing, for ye be with me from the beginning. Chapter 16. These things I have spoken to you, so that you be not caused to stumble. They shall make you without or out of the synagogues. But the hour cometh that each man that slayeth you deems that he doeth service to God. And he shall do to you these things, for they have not known the Father, neither me. But these things I spake to you, so that when the hour of them shall come, you have mind that I have said this to you. I said not to you these things from the beginning, for I was with you. And now I go to him that sent me, and no man of you asketh me, whither goest thou? But for or because I have spoken to you these things, heaviness or sorrow has fulfilled your hearts. But I say to you the truth, it speedeth to you that I go away. For if I go not forth, the Comforter shall not come to you. But if I go forth or go away, I shall send him to you. And when he cometh, he shall reprove the world of sin, and of righteousness, and of doom or judgment. Of sin or about sin, for they have not believed in me, or of or about righteousness, for I go to the Father. And now ye shall not see me, but of doom, for the prince of this world is now deemed or judged. Yet many things do say to you, Yet I have many things to say to you, but you may not bear them now. But when the Spirit of truth cometh, he shall teach you all truth. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatever thing he shall hear, he shall speak, and he shall tell to you these things, that it be to come. He shall clarify me, for of mine he shall take, and shall tell it to you. All things, whatever things the Father hath, be mine. Therefore I say to you, that of mine he shall take, and then shall tell it to you. A little, and then you shall not see me, and again a little, and you shall see me, for I go to the Father. Therefore some of the disciples said together, What is this thing that he saith to us? A little, and you shall not see me, and again a little, and you shall see me, for I go to the Father. Therefore they said, What is this that he has said to us? A little, we know not what he speaketh. And Jesus knew that they would ask him, and he said to them, Of this thing you seek among yourselves, for I said a little, and you shall not see me, and again a little, and you shall see me. Truly, truly, I say to you, that you shall mourn and weep, but the world shall have joy. And you shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned to joy. A woman, when she bears children, hath heaviness or sorrow, for her time is come. But when she hath borne a son, now she thinketh not of the pain for joy, but for a man is born into the world. And therefore she hath now sorrow. But again I shall see you, and your heart shall have joy, and no man shall take from you your joy. And in or on that day you shall not ask of me anything. Truly, truly, I say to you, if you ask the Father or anything in my name, he shall give it to you. Till now ye have asked nothing in my name. Ask ye, and you shall take or shall receive, so that your joy be full. I have spoken to you these things in Proverbs. The hour cometh when now I shall not speak to you in Proverbs, but openly of my Father I shall tell to you. In that day you shall ask in my name, and I say not to you that I shall pray to the Father for you. For the Father himself loveth you, for he hath loved me, and hath believed that I went out from God. I went out from the Father, and I came into the world again. I leave the world and go to the Father. His disciples said to him, Lo, now thou speakest openly, and thou sayest no proverbs. Now we know that thou knowest all things, and it is not needful to thee, or there is no need that any man asketh thee anything more. In this thing we believe that thou wentest out from God. Jesus answered to him, Now you believe? Now ye believe? Lo, the hour cometh, and now is come, that ye be scattered, each into his own things, that ye leave me alone. And I am not alone, for the Father is with me. These things I have spoken to you, so that you have peace in me. In the world ye have disease, or pressures, or overlain, or pressures. But trust ye, I have overcome the world. Chapter 17. These things Jesus spake, and when he had cast or lifted up his eyes into or unto heaven, he said, Father, the hour cometh. Clarify or glorify thy Son, so that thy Son clarify or glorify thee. As thou hast given to him power on or over each flesh or man, so that or to all the things that thou hast given to me, he gives to them everlasting life. And this is everlasting life, that they know thee, the very God alone, and whom thou hast sent, Jesus Christ. I have clarified or glorified thee on the earth. I have ended or finished the work that thou hast given to me to do. And now, Father, clarify thou me at thyself with the clearness that I had at thee before the world was made. I had shown thy name to those men which thou hast given to me of the world. They were thine, and thou hast given them to me, and they have kept or obeyed thy word. And now they have known that all the things that thou hast given to me be of thee. For the words that thou hast given to me I gave to them, and they have taken or received it, and have known verily that I went out from thee, and they believed that thou sentest me. I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them that thou hast given to me, for they be thine. And all my things be thine, and all things be mine, and I am clarified or glorified in them. And now I am not in the world, and these be in the world, and I come in thee, Holy Father, keep them in thy name, which thou hast given to me, so that they be one as we be one. While I was with them, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest to me I kept, and none of them perished, but the sons of perdition, so that the scriptures be fulfilled. But now I come to thee, and I speaketh these things in the world, so that they have my joy fulfilled in themselves. I gave to them thy word, and the world has them in hate, for they be not of the world, as I am not of the world. I pray not that thou takest them away from the world, but thou keepest them from evil. They be not of the world, as I am not of the world. Hallow thou them in the truth. Thy word is truth. As thou sent me into the world, also I sent them into the world. And I hallow myself for them, so that they also be hallowed in the truth. And I pray not only for them, but also for them that shall believe into me by or because of the word of them, that all they be one, as thou, Father, in me, and I in thee, that also they be in us, be one, so that the world believe that thou hast sent me. And I have given to them the clearness or glory that thou hast given to me, so that they be one, as we be one, I in them and thou in me, that they be ended into or completely become one, and so that the world know that thou sent me and hast loved me as thou hast loved also me. Father, they which thou hast given to me, I will or desire that where I am they be with me, so that they see my clearness or glory that thou hast given to me, for thou lovest me before the makings of the world. Father, rightfully the world knew thee not, or righteous Father, the world knew not thee, but I knew thee, and these knew and that thou sent me. And I have made thy name known to them, and shall make known that the love by which thou hast loved me be in them, and I in them.